So now we'll start the new topic called group by clause. Okay, you can give the heading as a group by clause. So first we'll understand what is a group by. Okay, so we'll take some data, then we'll understand better. Enter. Let's say write the column heading as a department number DPTNO. Okay, then just give a tab. Now give salary. Enter. Now give some department, let's say 10. Department number salary equal to give some salary under salary column. Like that you can take 10, 20, 30, okay, and give some salary. Again take 10 two times. No, only take 10, 20, 30. 10 one more time. No. 10 one more time. 20 one more time. 20 one more time. No. Okay. I want one more 10. One more 10. No, not 40. Not 40. 10 one.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's say I'll ask you the question like what is the maximum salary? So by seeing this, what will tell?
This last row, 10th row.
Okay, so you can see you are not seeing the department column, right? You are seeing only the salary column, which is the highest one, right? So,
Yes.
so in that case, what we'll do, select maximum salary from employee, done. But if I'll tell you department wise maximum salary, okay, just do one and enter two times. Just I want department wise maximum salary. Like department 10, what is the maximum salary? Department 20, what is the maximum salary? Department 30, what is the maximum salary? Can you write it? Just write 10. 10.
Okay.
What is the maximum salary in department 10?
Department. This 9,000.
Give right tab 9632. Enter. Now department 20.
8,000.
Okay. 8620. Now department 30. 7545. Okay. So now what happened here when we did this one only maximum salary, what we did, you can see only which is the maximum, that is only salary. That means 9632, done. But if you're doing department wise maximum salary, that means you are, how you did, you just grouped similar department in one. Like when I told you department 10, what is the maximum salary? What you did, you search the department 10. Where is the department 10? Okay, department 10 is 5,000. Then again 10 is 7,252. Then again is 9,632. Within this is the maximum. Then department 20. Where is the department 20? From there, what is the maximum? So like that you did. So what you did grouped the similar items. Okay, you did the similar items, then from there you did the maximum. This is nothing but your group by clause. Okay, let's say I have another column. Okay, after salary there is a called gender. One more tab, gender. Write some male female something, right, for each record. Yeah, just MF you write. Okay. Now let's say I'll ask you group find the maximum salary in a gender wise. How you do? Write it. This is the department wise maximum salary. Okay. You can give the heading here. Department wise maximum salary. And the above one is the department wise maximum salary. Okay. You just give the heading. This is department wise maximum salary. Department wise maximum max salary. Okay. Now do gender wise max salary. Now let's see how we are doing. Okay. So first thing is you have to group by similar items. So we have two items, only M and F. Okay. No, I mean first write M. Remove that FM. Enter. Write M. What is the maximum for M? 7545. 7545. Now for F 9632. Okay. So this is again a group by. So you are grouping through gender. So you have to group by gender only. Then we'll get the male. Male is we have a two group. Okay. When you grouping, we have a two group, male and female. So we can segregate it like this. Then out of this male, which is the highest one, like that. Okay. Clear. So now what you have to do? Let's say I'll tell you the requirement is department and gender wise maximum salary. How to do? Next question is department and gender wise maximum salary. Department and max gender wise. Gender wise. Remove that department wise. Department and gender wise maximum salary. Now, what you have to do? First thing is you have to do similar items in one group, then find the maximum. Let's see how we are doing. So department 10 first, okay? Then tab M. So department 10 and gender male. Who else are there? Anyone is there? Again, M. So this is one group now, okay? So this is one group, department 10 M. That is a one group now, okay? Because department and gender wise. So what you have to do? 10 and M. Anyone is there? 10 M. See, row number 4, then row number 7, 2 are there. Row number 7 also. No, that is 30. 10 M 2 times, okay? Row number 4 and row number 7. So out of this, which is the maximum? So 7252, right? 7252. Now, next group, 20F. Enter. 20F. 20F, anyone is there again? 20F is 1 and 20F is 2. 2 are 20F, 20F. Okay. So row number 5 and row number 8. So out of this, which is maximum? 8620. Now, 30M. 30M is there. Row number 6, 30 and M. Row number 6 and row number 9. 2 are there. Okay. So from there, which is maximum? 7545. Okay. Now 30M done. 20M done. 20F done. 30M done. Then 10F, remaining is 10F. 30F is not there. 10F is there. Last one, 10F. 10F, we don't have any group, just one is there. That's why 10F only one, 9632. 9632. Perfect. So this is how you have to do group by. So suppose you want to add one more column, then you can do the group by like that. Let's say, for example, I have a employee number column is also there. Add employee number. Employee number. Add some employee number. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No problem. Just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. And employee number is always unique, right? So it can't be repeat. Okay, perfect. Now my question is, I want a maximum salary, department, gender plus employee number wise. Department, no, remove that. Department, comma, gender, comma, department, comma, gender, comma, employee number wise, maximum salary. That means now you have a group of 3. Okay, now let's see. Fine. So you have to make a group first. Similar item, one group. So department number, no, remove the DPT. Remove that. So department 10 M, right? 10 tab M is gender is M, tab 4526. Then just check any is the similar group. Anyone is there again? M 4526. Anyone is there? Only one, right? Then what is the maximum salary? That one only, 5,000. Like that. 20F 1562. Anyone is there? 20F. So what? 1562. 20F. What is the employee number? 1562. And what is the salary? Anyone is there with this group? So if you do like this, will you find a group? So how many? So like that, if you do, what will happen? You will get all the records. Okay, because there is no duplicate. See, if you see in department number and there is a duplicate in, you know, so department, yeah, so you understood?
Yes.
So if you go on doing this thing, you'll get the same number of records. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 records you'll get because there is no duplicate employee number. So when you do the grouping, when there is a similar items, more than one similar items, like see, male, female, similar items are repeating. 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, this is repeating, but employee number never repeat. It's a unique. That's why if you do grouping also, no use. Because you will get the same number of items. There is no group at all. because 10M this employee ID, this is one group. So this similar group you cannot get. But 10M, department 10 male, you can get 2, 3 also. So from there you can find the maximum. So when you do the grouping, that is the question. So when you have to do the grouping, when there is a duplicate or repeating values, like department number, you have repeating values or duplicate values. Gender also repeating values. But when there is a unique or primary key, like employee number, there you won't get any duplicate values. So in that case, if no need to do grouping. If you do grouping also, no use. Grouping means what? The duplicate values, it will reduce to, let's say 14 records are there. If you group by, it will become a 1 or 2 or 3 records because of duplicate items. But if you do grouping on employee number, if you are including employee number also, then no use. You will get those 14 records also. So group by means you have to group the similar items. When you get the similar items, there is a repeating or any duplicate values are there. Okay, this concept is actually very, very important. So you should clearly understand. Any doubt in this group by? Now we'll do some program. You understood?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now let's do some program. Select same thing you do. Select department number, comma salary from EMP. Select department number, comma salary from EMP. You write from in the next line. DPTNO. T is missing. Control enter. Just do one thing. Order by department number you do. Order by department number. No, enter. Next line. Okay, now you can see here, see, department 10, 10, 10, 3 times, 20, 20, 20, like that. Then 30, 30, 30 will be there. Just trace a little bit. So total 14 records are there. That's it. So from here, out of 10, what is the maximum? Out of 20, what is the maximum? Out of 30, what is the maximum? Now we will going to find, okay? Now go to the code. No, go up the code, select. Now after salary, you have to give maximum salary, right? There you give max sal. And perfect. Now you are doing grouping by, right? Group by department number, right? So after, before order by, after from employee enter, after from employee enter, they write there group by department number. Done. Order by clause always will be in the last. Okay. Now run it. Control enter. Now got it. So this is the maximum.
Yes.
Now like that, you can do department and job wise maximum salary. Department and job wise maximum salary means you have to do same thing. Just you have to include job also. No, wait. So no, give me that error. Show me that error.
Not a group by expression.
Correct. You should remember this this one error. Not a group by expression. That means this job you have using, this is the max, mean, average. All these are group functions, okay, or aggregate functions. What are the aggregate functions? Max, mean, count, all these things, okay. So whenever you are using those functions, Apart from that, whatever the columns you are writing, those things should be there in the group by. Okay. So apart from max salary, what are the columns? Department and job. That should be there in the group by. So group by department number, comma, job. In the group by department number, comma, job. So always you remember, otherwise, because it has to group with two columns. Apart from this segregate, no, write job there. That means now it is grouping by department number and job. Now control enter. Now you can see 10 clerk, it is one group. And it's giving the maximum salary. What is the maximum salary? Like that. 10 manager, 10 president, 20 analyst, like that. So it is grouping. Okay. So like that, whatever the columns you want to group, you can put it like this. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll go to the having clause. Okay. Here, this is a continuation of a group by, that is called having clause. Just write the comment having clause. So basically having clause means it will filter. Where clause is also filter. Okay. So what is the difference? So where clause means it is a normal filter when you're writing any condition like a normal salary equal to this or all this thing, name equal to this. But having clause means after grouping, suppose you want to filter. Okay. After grouping, you want to filter on the group function, then you have to use having clause. After grouping, you want to filter on group functions, then you can use having clause. So if you are not using group by, then you cannot use having clause. This is the interview question actually. Difference between where and having. Both are filter, but having used after group by. Okay. One second. So here, just comment it. After grouping, you want to filter. After grouping, if you want to filter, then you can use having clause. Okay. Then can use having clause. Now copy that first select statement. Paste it there. Enter. 1 second. Just give after comment, give one space just. Okay. Now here, see, run it. Control enter. So now here, let's say I want to filter the salary which is greater than 3,000. Okay. So now what you have to do after having, let's say 2,500. Okay. 2,850. This is 3,000. This is 5,000. Okay. So I want to filter which is smaller than 3,000. Maximum salary is smaller than 3,000. Okay. Now in that case, what you have to do, write group by this department number having, after group by enter. There you write having max salary space max within bracket shall smaller than 3,000. Smaller than means no, the symbol operator 3,000. Okay. Now run it. So you will get this. So out of this, it will filter the maximum salary one. Okay. But if you use where condition, okay, enter, select department number, comma, salary, enter, from EMP, don't give comma, from EMP, where salary is smaller than 3,000, where salary is smaller than 3,000. Control enter, run it. Now you can see the difference. Okay, see here in where clause you can write salary, but you cannot write maximum salary, because if you use maximum salary, that is nothing but group function. So group function means you have to write group by, and if you're writing group by means then you have to give having. But if you filter like this, it will give all the salary, but here after grouping it is filtering. This is the difference. Got it?
Yes, okay.
Correct. Now let's say in the previous one, copy again the previous one, not that one, above one. Control C and paste it below again. Now here from EMP, enter. After from EMP, enter. Salary smaller than where salary smaller than 3,000. You write. Smaller than 3,000. 3,000. Enter. Run it. Now 1 second. You just comment that having clause. Run it. So same. So here what happened? See, now if you give where salary 3,000 means first thing he will do, filter all the records below 3,000, then it will do the group by. Okay. So here first it will do the filter, then do the group by. So you can get so all 10, 20, 30 department, all the salary below 3,000, and from there it will find the maximum. Okay. Now comment the where clause, uncomment the having clause. I mean comment both, otherwise comment both. Now here what happened? Nothing is filtering, from everything it is giving. Now run it. Control enter. Now from everything it is giving. From there, now if you want to filter means you can use having clause. Now uncomment the having. Now run it. You got it? The difference between where and having. Now do one thing. Comment the having. Comment the having. Uncomment the where. Now control enter. Now here give 2,000 having maximum salary 2,500. Uncomment the where clause, having clause, uncomment. Smaller than 2,500. 2,500. Okay. So this is how, see, this is very, very important to write a query. So here 3 things, let me explain you. Here in our any query, we have one is select clause. Okay. One is select clause. You write a note. Come down, write a note. So No, just show me that query also. That query, above query. That's it. Now, first one is select clause. Right, select clause. Select, just write select. Select means, what is the select means? You have to write all the column names. Right. All column names. This is very, very important for your, if you are clear on this, then only you can write the queries. Okay, next, enter. Then is from clause. From means from where you are selecting the columns. From clause means from where, the table name. Okay, from clause means you have to write the table names. Where you are getting the columns or table name, you can write. That means table name. That means table name. No. There you write comma, that is table name. That is IE table name. TABLE. Now next is where clause. Where clause means you have to filter condition for any column. Filter condition for any column. Next is group by. Means this is nothing but to group the columns, group the similar items. Group by clause for grouping the similar items. Next is having. Having means again this is a filter, but from the group by. Filter from the group by. Having means filter after grouping. Okay, and always you have to use that group functions here. Next is order by. Having means filter on group functions. Next is order by means sorting. So that's why I always, this is the best practice when you are writing a query. That's why I'm telling always write in the next line. So select, always write in the first. So this order should not change. When you're writing query, first select will come, then from, then whereby, then group by, then having, then order by. You cannot write order by above, where below, group by above, having below. No. This order you have to follow whenever you are writing a query. And select clause and from clause is mandatory because you are selecting some column from some table. So select clause and from clause is mandatory. Others are optional. If you need, you can use. If you don't need, you may not. But select clause and from clause are mandatory. That's why always try to write in this format only. That's why it will be best practice so that you can understand the flow. First select, then from, then where, then group by, then having, then order by. Order by will be always last. You cannot write all this thing randomly. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So now try to practice using all these clause and different queries. Okay? And we'll continue in our next session.